Alright everybody, and the last match added to WrestleMania 30 is going to be a 6-man tag. We're going to have The Shield going up against the New Age Outlaws and the Director of Operations for the WWE, Kane. I don't even know where to get started on this. Basically, just ever since Kane basically turned himself over to the Authority and started being the backstage ass kicker for them, I've sort of honestly really lost interest in Kane. Kane to me has never really been a character. But when I went back and I watched WrestleMania 14 and I saw his debut, I thought that was really, really awesome stuff. I thought it was really cool seeing him, as a sort of like a mystery of what he was underneath that mask. And then, they finally went through all the ways they could think of. I remember back in the day, Kane was going to join DX with X-Pac. And they were going to make up some storyline where DX was going to pay for the plastic surgery, and they were going to take the mask off of Kane so they'd be able to show off his face, and it wouldn't be all burned and messed up from the fire in the storyline. They finally went through all the troubles. Finally, Triple H beat Kane, and they forced him to unmask in the ring. Once they took it off, they used to try and put the makeup gimmick on there to make it look like his face was really burned. He had the black around the eyes and everything like that. And then finally, that just went away. Before WrestleMania 28, when John Cena was kind of landlocked into his match with The Rock, they did the whole storyline with the Rumble and the Elimination Chamber with Cena was taking on Kane. Kane went back to wearing the gimmick of having the mask. Not only did he have the mask, he had the badass welder's helmet that went away somewhere. Bring back the welder's helmet, Kane. We all loved it. But to me, honestly, it sort of brought back some of the originality of Kane. I wasn't going to be able to disband belief like I had never seen the guy without his mask before, which is kind of weird because, I look at a guy like Rey Mysterio, who wrestles all the time, and he wrestles in a mask. And when he was in WCW had the guy unmasked for a while, and it was sort of like, I know what you look like, buddy. But with Kane, it's just sort of hard to forget. He looks like a stud. However old Kane is, when he gets that old, if I look that great, I'm jealous. I've never really been that big of a Kane fan. Kane's tagging up with the Outlaws. The Outlaws are huge baby faces, yet they side with the heels all the time. I have no idea how this works. Not a lot to say about these guys. It was a real big surprise. It was a happy moment to see them win the titles from Goldust and Cody Rhodes at the Rumble, even if it was on the pre-show. They didn't hold them all that long before they dropped them over to the Usos. Why they turned down their number one contendership in order to fight for the tag titles, in order to get into the 6-man, I have no clue. But you guys can see that even though they're the babyface guys, they still have a strong line that runs through Triple H and Stephanie, thanking them. Why we haven't seen X-Pac on TV, I got no clue. X-Pac, make some noise. That honestly, that'd be a better 6-man to me. I understand that. What's X-Pac have? Hepatitis, or he has some sort of blood disease, and he's not able to wrestle anymore, I guess. But if you're just able to find a way to do it, that would have been a badass match. Sorry, Kane, and you're not a big buys for me over here. But then you got the Shield. The Shield's running strong. The Shield, honestly, to me, have had very few bad matches ever since these guys came on the scene and they started wrestling in these 6-man matches. I really think that they've blown away and they've been awesome. How Dean Ambrose still has that United States Championship, I have no clue. They should have found some way along the way to drop that belt off of him during the whole jealousy angle that they were running with the Shield. And now the Shield feel like they're running stronger than ever. And some people are saying that the breakup is coming, but they're going so strong right now, and they're heading on their first run as baby faces. How long are you guys going to keep these guys together? I'm all for it, but, the one thing that's always going to be in my back of my mind is when are these guys going to break up, and when is it going to matter? There is not a bigger stage to break these guys up than WrestleMania 30. People say that, Roman Reigns is to become the big single star. He was the guy who plowed through everybody. Survivor Series, what other matches they had? The match with the Wyatts. Both matches with the Wyatts were really good. But, he's the guy that's really coming out and really becoming the guy that people really want to see, which was funny because when they came on the scene and they did the first run-in and everybody was marking out for the Shield, it was because of Rollins and Ambrose. It wasn't about Reigns at all. He just was that guy in the background. But, I don't know. People are saying that once they finally break up, we'll have Ambrose, we'll have Rollins. They'll go their own way. They'll become sort of like a tag team. And then the whole thing is like, well, what are you going to do with that U.S. championship? Some people are saying that, Reigns will fight Ambrose in a one-on-one match, and that'll be the end of the Shield. Well, the real end of the Shield. The end will be when they finally beat him down. And then Reigns will take the United States Championship. Honestly, to me, Roman Reigns winning the United States Championship is going to become the kiss of death. He's a guy that honestly hasn't lost a match, a singles match in a long, long time. He's lost a few of the tag matches for him, but in a one-on-one match with the odds, even. He's beat everybody's face. You put that United States Championship on him, he's going to find the kiss of death like Big E Langston, like Antonio Cesaro. He might get some wins along the way, but then they're just going to start jobbing him out like crazy because you're the United States Champion. You got a belt. You can walk out there, people are going to forget that you lost last week because you got a belt. Stupid booking in my mind. WrestleMania 30. I think so many people are looking at this to be the breakup of the Shield. I think they're going to wait. Hopefully it won't be at a show like Extreme Rules or Night of Champions or something like that. Hopefully it'll be a big moment on Monday Night Raw that we can watch back for years to come and remember, when the Shield broke up. So the Shield got the win at last year's WrestleMania. They beat Big Show, Sheamus, and Randy Orton. I don't think it's that big of a memorable moment to a lot of people, so hopefully they can stand tall as babyfaces, get a big win here, and be something that we can look back on in 5-10 years and be like, hey, the Shield, they were badass. All right. Here we go.